Everyone, myself Dr. P. Kanagaraju, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Sanma College of Engineering and Technology. Now we are going to see a concept arrays in C. So what is an array? An array is a collection of elements of the same type stored in contiguous memory location. For example, if I want to store 10 integers, for that I don't need to create 10 integer variables separately. Instead of that, I can create an integer array. So in that we can store 10 values. So one thing we have to note, the elements which are stored in a particular array all are same type. What are the advantages of arrays? Array provide different advantages. One is code efficiency. So if you are using array within our implementation, so number of lines of code definitely will be reduced. Easy to traverse, second one. Here we are storing set of elements in an array. We can easily access the array elements one by one. So there is another advantage. Next, simple sorting. If you want to sort elements which are stored in array, we can easily sort. The next, random access. So we can access the required element randomly. So that is easy in arrays with the help of its index. These are some of the advantages of arrays. Array also having some limitations. These were the main two limitations. One is fixed size. Array size cannot be changed after it's created. Once an array is created, so during runtime, its size cannot be modified. We cannot string as well as we cannot grow that size. Next, insertion and deletion. Here within array we may do a lot of insertion and deletion. So these insertion deletion may require a lot of shifting. These are the two limitations of arrays. Next, real-time applications of arrays. So array can be used in different applications. So saving contacts on a mobile, we are using array concept. Leaderboard in games, we are using arrays. Handling student grades, we are using arrays. Image pixels, to store image pixels, we are using arrays. To store and manage monthly sales data, also we can use arrays. Like that, we can use the concept of array in various applications. Next, array declaration. How do you declare an array? So the syntax for declaring an array is data type, space, variable name, then its size. So the size generally are called as in subscript. The size is given in a subscript. The next example for that, int ARR of 10. Int is a data type followed by ARR is the name of the array. Then index, this is an array index or array subscript. Totally 10. Totally 10 elements. So the elements can be denoted with the help of index from 0 to 9. So you can see this diagram. First element we are called as an 0 index. Next 1, 2, 3. Last element is 9. Totally 10 elements 0 to 9. So how do you initialize an array? Once array is created, how do you initialize? Two ways we can do it. Before that, the syntax, data type, array name, size, followed by list of values. This is a common way of initializing an array. So example, int a of 3 is equal to 12, 2, 3. An array is created with three elements, index 0, 1, 2. 0th index 12 is stored, first index 2 is stored, second index 3 is stored. So here initialization and declaration, that means the declaration and initialization happen at the same time. We can separate these two operations. First declaration int a of 3, then we can initialize one by one separately. Accessing array elements. Array elements can be accessed with the help of its index. Syntax array name, index which we want to access. So a small example program which denote creation of array, storing some values within that array, then accessing array elements. Int array of equal to 2, 3, 4. That means while creating an array, if you are trying to initialize, the size is optional because the number of elements which we are passing, based on that, the size is going to be allotted. This is array creation of array as well as it is initialized. Here array is created with three elements. The next we are trying to iterate elements one by one with the help of index. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, that means the array is going to be run three times. First time I value is 0, it will print the element which are stored in position 0, that is 2. This element is stored in ARR of 0, this is the ARR of 1, this is ARR of 2. First time ARR of 0, 2 is printed in the output. Next ARR of 1, 3 is printed. Next ARR of 2, 4 is going to be printed. So this example simply denote creation of array initialization. Then we are trying to iterate the elements within that created array with the help of index. Next, so we can here we have directly assigned values. We can also get array elements from user. So this is an example denotes how do we get array elements from user. Here we are creating a variable n. The next we are getting n. Here n denotes number of elements. First we are going to ask user to enter number of elements. We are going to store it in an array. After getting that, we are creating an array with given size. Once array size, with the help of array size, once array is created, we can get array elements one by one. So for that, we are using a loop. So while the loop is running first time, the elements are getting from user stored in index 0. Next, second element stored in index 1, 2, 3. So based upon the given input, we are getting n elements. The next elements which are getting from user, we are trying to print. So with the help of another for loop. So this is sample input. For example, 3. There are 3 inputs we are going to give 12, 3, 44. All the 3 are stored within this array with index 0, 1, 2. After that, just we are trying to print. So stored elements. So with the help of array index. Next types of array. So till that we have discussed some array concept. Everything comes under one-dimensional array. So what is one-dimensional array? Array with only one subscript are called as a one-dimensional array. For example, int k of 4. So int is the data type, k is array name. So 4 is array subscript. Here only one subscript, that is called as a one-dimensional array. So we have seen these two examples. These two examples based on one-dimensional array only. Next, one more type of array, multi-dimensional array. So array with more than one subscript, we are called as a multi-dimensional array. Syntax, data type, array space, array name, then size 1, size 2, etc. size n. So here there are 2 subscript given, we are called as a 2D array. 3 subscript means 3D array. 4 means 4D array. If we are giving n subscript, generally called as an ND array. So here there is some example to know 2D and 3D array. Here array with 2 subscript. Subscript 1, subscript 2. This is 2-dimensional array. Next array with 3 subscript. This is called as a 3-dimensional array. So one of the most commonly used 2D multidimensional array is 2-dimensional array. A 2-dimensional array is the basic type of multidimensional array. In 2-dimensional arrays, elements are arranged in rows and columns. So 2-dimensional array are declared as follows: data type, space, array name, row size, then followed by column size, then semicolon should comes. Semicolon is missing, it should comes. So the declaration of 2D array. Int a of 3, 4. So here there are 3 rows, 4 columns. So row 1, the 3 rows, 4 columns. So here we are starting from 0, row 0, row 1, row 2, totally 3 rows. Columns, column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3. Total 4 columns. This is row 0, row 1, row 2. This is column 0. Sorry, this is column 0, this is column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3. Totally 4 columns start with 0. The next, it looks like a matrix. Next, how do we initialize? So with the help of curly braces, simply we can initialize. Overall curly brace one thing. Each row value we can put it in a curly brace. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Here 0, 0, 0, 1. First row data. Next 6, 1, 1, 5, 6, 1, 1, 5. Next 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1. So this is the way the elements are stored within this 2-dimensional array. So simple example to denote 2-dimensional array. This is a simple coding question. So a school holds a coding competition where participants' scores are recorded in a table with each row representing a participant and each column a round. So write a C program to read scores and compute the sum of the main diagonal elements in the table. Display the sum, analyze consistent performance across corresponding rounds. Here what we are going to do. So here so array element is going to be given. So we can so here so 2-dimensional array is given as input. So with help of that we can so here 3 into 3 here. So the number of elements 3 into 3. How it is going to be stored? Totally 9 elements. Rows is 3, columns is 3. So first row, first 3 elements. So it was three elements. So blanks to, so first one, the next three blanks to second one, the next three blanks to third. So this is row 1, so row 2, row 3. So how it is going to be stored? So 53, so it's not working. Okay, no, not an issue. Here 53, 5, 4, first row. 6, 22, 3, second row. 4, 55, 2, third row. So within that, the diagonal elements value need to be, had to calculate sum. So this is first we are getting row size and column size. Then a 2D array courses is created. Then we are using a nested for loop to get array elements. Then next once again we are using a for loop to find the sum of diagonal elements. Then we are printing the diagonal elements sum. So this is an example for denoting. So two-dimensional array, in that there is a 2D array is given. The elements which are present in diagonal, we found and make a sum of it, and we are finally printing it. So for this diagonal element sum is going to be 77. So thank you for watching. Hope this video will help you understand the basic arrays in C programming. Thank you.